There's clearly something big cooking to gather a crew like this.
Something really big. I can smell it. So come on, old man.
Oh,
Dimitri
Gustav
must
is the one
have
who put
told
y'all
you what's
together.
going on. Old man.
Yo, I love the two of them.
Hey, when you've known him as long as I have, you can call him whatever you want. Go on, Gustav.
I loved that. I love them. Okay, look, you know, there's a lot of ships in this game. I'm gonna be real with you. That might be my number one. As much as I individually love the two of them and would Merc Whistle / ring either one of them, except maybe not Cahterine in the first game, but definitely Shamir in Three Houses, and Shamir in this game. In fact, Shamir maybe again. It is a pollen death kind of day. Good day, good people. Something fine day in the year of the paradigm. Tuning Dave, Bravo Dave. I'm in town for this recording, yes. Welcome back to more Fire Emblem 3 Hopes. I believe this is going to be the start of me doing back-to-back recordings. So I'll definitely get your comments from this time. But the next time, I will not. Which is strange. I'm gonna try and make sure that the finale for this series is not, you know, when I'm out of town. So we'll see how that plays out, because we're almost done. is the issue here. But we got some of these things to go through. The Good Noodle board probably won't update in between these episodes. I mean, we'll definitely have Good Noodle points awarded, but the start of this episode they'll be updated rather, but there will not be an update for the beginning of the next episode, more than likely because I don't know when I'm gonna split. And if I do, I just won't mention it. It'll just show up on the screen at the start of next episode. That actually might happen. That's actually a high likelihood. I take that back. But as we step forward, we gotta prepare for the end of this thing. Who's gonna get that last whistle? That's the real question. That being said, this is one of those little scenes that happens like when I'm on the map. This is one of them, so let's get it. I did not hear this actually, so I need you to
I
do this.
speak the truth. I would swear my life on it. Duke Ayr has become that horrible man's puppet, dancing in the palm of his hand.
Also, a lot of times I'll play this game in handheld mode when I'm doing this part. So when I get these, I'm like, oh boy. Oh, also Yuri and there's a couple things that I want to talk about before we do this first. Yuri and Bernadetta have nice little dialogue.
Isn't this delicious, Yuri?
Slow down. The food isn't going anywhere. Here, you can have mine if you're so deprived.
Yeah, it was just sweet. Because I don't have like a lot of supports left to get. I think while you're seeing this, I'm still building up Yuritsa and Cahterine, and I'm still building up Dimitri and Ingrid, but I think those are the last two supports that I need to build up. Everybody else is waiting in queue for the start of this episode. Which is a little tough, but people can still earn good noodle points during like the paralogs, which I think we're almost done with too. And also they'll earn good noodle points during the talkie bits when we're walking through. Or you know what, we might just start awarding them during battle. Because, you know, dancers only, it's starting to get a little hairy because we don't have all the levels in the world. And I'm trying to like split push people, which is not a great strategy. I feel like usually the strategy is, hey, you really build like 4 to 8 units. I'm trying to build all of them, and I don't have the funds for it. But I think I could probably sell everything that I have left in the game and do pretty good, because we're not going to use anything else when you think about it, regardless. Yeah, he's a puppet.
And his stewardship? Not but a farce to pacify the masses.
That's the other thing I wanted to talk about. Shut up, Viscount Finja. Even though... Oh, Finja! I remember Finja from the last time when we were on the Black Eagles route. Finja was, like, still loyal to Duke Ayr when he was doing the next, like, he was trying to retake over. This time, she sees the folly in her ways and the folly in Duke Iron kind of just being a puppet this time around. I do like this, because I do remember her. I was like, oh, that armor looks familiar. I always thought it was cute. Then I was like, Finja also sounds familiar. That's definitely her. She left an imprint in my mind because I was like, Finja kind of bad. I digress. Hey, you know what? I don't know if we've ever earned one during one of these little intro bits, but I'm a keep it real with you. Finja, get yourself a good noodle pork, girl. You earned it. You gave us some useful information.
Talus and his ilk are the ones who truly hold the reins of this empire.
If I could give her the Merc Whistle, I think I would.
You mean the mages we saw at Aryan Road? So Duke Ayer's under their control too.
Yes, and what's more, though you may find it difficult to accept, Talus and the former Lord Arundel are one and the same. I overheard as much cross his own lips.
And it's as we feared. And what of Edelgard?
Her Majesty? I cannot explain what has befallen her. She does as Duke Ayer bids her and nothing more. Though, of course, Talus is the one whispering those orders to him from the shadows.
Correct.
She follows his every word, issuing his orders in her name. Now, surely I have shared secrets enough to earn my salvation?
I agree. I think so.
That will require formal deliberation. You may await your verdict from the inside of your cell.
Now hold on, Dimitri. Hold on a second.
What? No, wait, there's more! Please, I beg of you!
I mean, that's still fine. We probably shouldn't just have her out and about.
How much of Fenya's prattling do you believe?
Fenya? Nah, it's Finja.
Certainly not all of it. But a great deal of what she said rings true. Lord Arundel's contributions to the church must have ceased because he was no longer Lord Arundel, but Talus instead. It's almost identical to how the librarian Tomas was replaced by that dark mage.
Yep.
At the time the donations stopped, Lord Arundel was living in Fargus, having fled from the Empire.
So Cornelia may have been the one who arranged to have Lord Arundel replaced.
They were both deeply involved in the tragedy of Duscar.
And Dimitri's like, so they must perish.
But to what end? Why would the Empire abduct the Queen Consort?
There is no way of knowing those answers now. Not until we defeat Talus and launch a full investigation into his activities. What I can say is everything would be different if not for those mages. My father, his knights, the citizens of Duscar. None would have met the fate that befell them.
So, I like, all of that's definitely true, but I also feel like some, maybe not some, a smidgen of good came from this situation. I'm not even going to say good. I'm going to call it a silver lining situation because it was a tragedy. But if that wasn't the case, I don't think Dimitri and Dedu would have ever met. But then again, I guess Dimitri wouldn't have had all those nightmares and whatnot. I just think, man, I don't know, actually. Now I'm thinking about it, the tragedy of Duscar real bad. We'll continue.
No doubt they had a reason for what they did.
I guess the only silver lining is that those two met, for real, for real.
Rationalized their savagery, even if to no one but themselves. But we have the right to seek our own justice for those actions in the way we see fit. By the sword.
By the sword!
We will prevail, Your Majesty. And we will finally avenge the dead.
Once Talus is gone, we will finally be able to put all this behind us. And look toward a new future.
Sounds good.
Indeed. We will have no satisfaction while these demons still draw breath. If we ever hope to greet those we've lost with our heads held high, we must settle this, here and now.
Then is this gonna be the Talus chapter?
Then we are all in agreement. Let us go.
I don't know, maybe. So I'd like to check here, because I know we have one active paralog, and I think that's our last active paralog that we're gonna get. We're not gonna get any more new characters now I'm thinking about it. So I guess I'll be back if there are any more, I guess, like little things that pop up, but for real, we're coming close to the end. That's kind of crazy. which isn't that crazy because we've been in Three Hopes for a little bit at this point. But we have played through all 3 routes, which is, you know, kind of great. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going through this, and I'll be right back with the actual start of the episode. Yeehaw, little home. Good day, good people's on a fine day in the year of the Paradigm. Tooling Dave, Bravo Dave, Anomaly, Noble Cars, Funami is the man. I'm doing this intro even though we've already had a pre-recorded segment. This is the wrong controller. But I am still the United States Aviator. Welcome back to more Three Hopes, which will likely be me doing a double recording, which means, might not be able to go through the comments with you guys next time, but we'll see. We will see. I know I've already talked about that as well, so it kind of, you know, whatever. Let's take a dip and peer through last time's episode, which is where exactly? It's here. The more things seem to change, right? Cyril. Of course. From last time, Jet used the same, yeah, I commented on this one actually. I was like, of course, I remember now. Jet used the exact same model and voice as Getz, one of Jed's friends from the beginning of the game, hence why Ayla finds him familiar. What's different about Cyril is the same as with Hubert. To a lesser extent, a lot of the characters, Violet gets most of their supports pre-time skip. When there's some weird, random weirdo, not at all qualified, to teach a GM, which is, yeah, not qualified to teach at all at Garrick Mach. Shaz, by contrast, in this position where they're very qualified and has been there for years before supports and such kick in, which is okay. I get you there. In general, but especially in Hopes, Rodrigue really feels like the Blue Lion team's dad. It's really great. Yeah, in general, I felt it in honestly, I felt it in Three Houses too. I love Rodrigue. I still like it. When he died, that hurt me kind of deep. This time and in Three Houses. Dimitri might not want evil done in his name, but he often needs it done as a fact of ruling. Fortunately, between Sylvain and Yuri, I think they can get it done without Dimitri having to know. Fair enough. Don't tell him. The more things seem to change, the more they say the same. I knew you were going out of town, but I didn't realize you'd be heading to Punktown, USA. You're right. I am definitely going to the home of the cult of personality. Hi, Cyril, says Jessica. Yuri Vane pops up here and there, but in terms of slash ships, Sylvix, Sylvain and Felix, and Yuri Ash are more popular. After some brief research on AO3, you brave soul, Yuri Vane has one less fanfic than Sylvain Lawrence, but it is also Yuri's 4th most popular slash pairing on the site. Among his popular are male Byleth, Ash, and Baltus. Balti, of course. The cross-dresser to a scarecrow thing wasn't a translation flub. Ingrid said man in a dress, which could have been viewed as transphobic, considering we would... Okay, I understand that. Wouldn't know who she was talking about, Yuri, until it was supporting a different game. Ingrid admonishing Sylvain for flirting with this person adds in some homophobia as well. 0 perfect guards. Well, look, I have not done a single one. Imagine if... That is really funny. Alliance General Frank somehow got a 2nd star. I'd cry. You never used Nightwing. She was neglected as Leone. Well, I used her one time here. I think I used Nightwing one time. Goddess, Shamir, and Cahterine are so gay. I love how Seth Leon's sacred symbol. If you don't remember, Rhea, under different names, has been an archbishop for the entire history of the church. She didn't trust anyone else to do it. That sounds familiar, actually. But all of her cardinals, who shared the blood with her, are aware. You have not missed that support, and I kind of figured that after I looked at what supports I haven't gotten for Ingrid. You should probably give your squishier dancers battalion, since with a weakness over lances, to cancel. Advantage over lances, rather, to cancel a weakness. On this map, I replayed this map way too many times to get the S rank. Screw your enemies defeated. I swept the entire match. I was running in circles looking for more enemies. Hey, Baltus wanted to test himself apparently. 1v1 against the Death Knight. I don't know what he was doing out there. If Mercedes is the one who lures the Death Knight to the center, she recognizes Emil's voice. Then she says, the Death Knight, it has to be him, I just know it. This happens while the others are reminding her to stick to the plan. Linhardt probably has dialogue on the next map as well, featuring Caspar, I would assume so. Reverse Queen says, Katmir, the best ship. Funny enough, based on this, Baltus Shamir and Leone Shamir paralogs, this proves that Shamir is canonly bi, and that she just found female Femlith, uglier, not quite to her taste. Dang, tragic. Cyril is the anti-gatekeeper, says Sonic Gaming. Every time we walk past him, he loses a good noodle star. I'd be shocked if he earns one. Thank you guys for the comments. Let's get into the episode. We have a lot of people to talk to. And that's about it. I do want to point out that we are at a point where I think we have all the supports that we have to get on this route. Every single support, I think we're there at this point. I'd also like to point out in terms of dancers.
Between victory and defeat.
Not this. I think everybody has gotten dancer except for Rodrigue, Linhardt, Baltus, these two, and Yuritsa, who we just got. Yuritsa, I think, is going to be a tough call, but we'll see if we're able to get there. Everybody else has Dancer. Oh, and Ignatz, but Ignatz is, like, close. He's a star away. So he'll probably have Dancer next time. Most people should have Dancer next time. It's going to be a close call. I also went and sold all of our stuff because I've come to the realization, not everything very clearly, but I've come to the realization that we really aren't going to need a bunch of stuff. So I did that and then got most everybody to level 70. I had to skimp out on some folks down here, like Baltus is 52, Constance is 60, the green beans over here are 50, Yuritsa, I'm at least gonna try and get him to 50, and then I want to get Gatekeeper 70 just for, you know, for personal reasons, because that's my boy.
Proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
So let's start talking. That's about everything that I've done in between the episodes.
That's not good.
So let's do it. This is real bad news. There's this guy back in Inbara, a whole lot of money, and now he's captured by the Kingdom Army. No period at the end of that. I feel like they are usually pretty good about that. Why is that bad news, huh? Just pay him back, huh? That's what's so bad about this. If they give him the old axe, then I couldn't pay him back even if I wanted to. It just feels lousy, like I'm wriggling out of my debt. Interesting. Good for you, Baltus. Count Bergley's... What you gotta say about it? It appears Count Bergley is now in charge of the Imperial Army. So I've heard he put up one tough fight in Alel. Getting past him won't be easy. He still wishes to be the Emperor's shield, even though he knows what's going on in the Empire. His sense of duty is admirable. Sounds a lot like Dedue. A guy who protects his leader no matter what. Reminds me of you, Dedue. You may be right. I would do the same if His Majesty were in a similar situation. I doubt you'd betray him even if you became a ruthless tyrant. I kind of agree. Little Knights of Seiros, what you got over here?
How may I help you?
I have the orders to march with the kingdom's forces, yet I cannot help but worry for her grace. Folden will be thrown into absolute disarray should she come to any harm. The people would lose their spiritual support. Personally, I believe the front lines are far too dangerous for her. But if that's what she wishes to do, far be it from me rather to try and stop her. You better believe so. Believe in your Archbishop. Believe in Seiros. Who's in here? Oh, hey. I'll never forget. Please don't forget. The Valley of Torment lived up to its name. All those people crammed into that narrow ravine. I'll never forget the sight of it for as long as I live. No matter how much I wish I could scrub it out. I need to think about something else. What's next? Are we all ready to go? Yo, Dorothea, poor you. But hopefully we'll be freeing Edelgard, so you'll be feeling better. What's up? Everything's going according to plan, but I can't quite shake this sense of unease. Lady Ray and the others must be at the monastery by now. I hope they're safe. I'll reassure her. I wouldn't worry, they probably will have captured the Garrick Mock by the time we get there. Wouldn't that be nice? But who knows what enemies are waiting for them at the monastery. We've got no time to waste. Whoever they are, we'll knock them down and barrel on through. Cahterine is hot. I'm gonna have to just double down on that. Cause I keep thinking to myself, I'm over Cahterine. And I think that's just from how, you know, she got painted in 3 houses. And she's painted pretty similarly here, but I mean, like, maybe I've grown, you know? Maybe I've grown as a person. Yeah. Are you surprised to see scholars accompanying you? Do not be fooled by our appearance. We will contribute a great deal to the battlefield. For example, determining what supplies are needed on the front lines or how many units are required to capture a stronghold. Regardless of an army strategy or martial prowess, victory cannot be achieved without precise calculations. Though many leaders disregard this fundamental fact, His Majesty fully appreciates it. That is just a good kind of note to have. He was so strong.
Hey, by the way...
Hilda's brother, Holst. I think that's his name. He really is someone you can count on, isn't he? I wish I knew how he could get that strong. Probably through efficient training. You're certainly not lacking the effort, rather. Maybe you could try being more efficient with your training.
The short of it is...
I see. So you're saying I shouldn't just throw myself into everything with wild abandon. Alright, I'll give it some thought. And then she went to talk to the dude. I'll just have to find a way to get stronger, that works for me. At the very least, I want to be strong enough to protect the people I hold dear. Oh, that's sweet. That's almost a good noodle star. Maybe it should be a good noodle star. Yeah, well, because, you know, at this point, we got to start handing them out for real. Because we're pretty much out of stars that we're going to earn during support, so. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? You've been hit by you've been struck by a good noodle star. Alright, let's keep going. Because we still have plenty of people to talk to, like Ingrid.
Greetings. Can we speak a moment?
It looks as though Duke Ayer has been partaking in the Emperor's authority to rule as he sees fit. Yet he appears to be concerned about the Empire's decline, and yet is desperately trying to safeguard it. Do you think his loyalty is sincere? No, he's a fake. I don't know, it doesn't seem like he cares what happens so long as he's got power. That's just the kind of person he is, so it was probably easy for Theos to get him his hooks into him. Apparently used to have a reputation for being quite shrewd, rather. Does time really alter people that much? Anyway, we should go after them now. It's the next logical step in advancing the war. It is interesting that, like, on this side, on the other side, we are actually advancing. We are the ones advancing the war. I want to lock my door and throw away the key. Steep mountain paths, fire all over the place, the terrifying Count Burgley showing up, and the fact that I have to fight this Friday night at AWE Fracture in a golden ticket qualifier match against Kim Possible and Arrow? That battle was so awful, and that one could be worse. I just want to lock my door and throw away the key. And now they're charging straight into Garrick Mach through the even more mountains? I'll never relax at this rate, not even after the war ends. Poor girl. She'll be alright.
Hey.
I do wonder what items you get from every person when you give them the Merc Whistle. That's something I'd like to know at the end of this. Those creepy people popped up in ALL too. Just who are they? I swear I saw them when we battled with the Western Church, and then again when we took out the Cornelia lady. What's their aim here? What are they trying to help? Are they trying to help the Empire win the war? What is there? Hey, Yuritsa!
How wonderful!
Emil, it feels like a dream being reunited with you. I'll never go so far away from you again. You and me are going to stick together from now on. But Mercedes, I'm merely looking for a place to die. I have no reason to live, no path to follow. There is nothing for me here.
Not exactly.
But I'd be devastated if I lost you. I'd be so happy as long as you can just keep pushing on, Emil. I don't know if that's the reason, if that's reason enough rather for you to keep living, but I really hope it is. But the Death Knight, surely he'll come for you. You're you, Emil, and I'm not afraid of you, not even a little. Besides, you don't have to worry, I've gotten a lot stronger these past 2 years. The Death Knight. Petra, what's up?
Excuse me, I must be telling you.
I'm having one memory of the previous Duke Ayer, but it is a bad one. When I was first coming to the Imperial capital, he had insults from my father. This is the same dialogue bit. I became angry and attacked, knocking him off his feet. I am having much reflection on. Hey, he deserved it. Do it again. Hey, Shamu. Okay, I'm sorry, I can't walk through you two. Enjoy your conversation. Honestly, I would have rather been with Rhea than stuck here. Why? How come? I can't imagine why. It's how I prefer to fight. Instead of brawling in that cramped ravine,
that's it.
launching a surprise attack on Garrick Mach would have been much more comfortable. I was gonna say, that does suit her style. I feel like, I guess maybe you don't know that. Not every Merc is just like, working in the shadows.
Greetings, friend. Nothing to report.
Greetings, Commander. Nothing to report. Well, thank you for the report, Gatekeeper. I'll go ahead and give you a good noodle star for that. Big preach. Big preach indeed. Alright, go ahead. What you got for me, boy? Although everyone is awfully busy busting around trying to get ready for the upcoming battle, I gotta do my best to become the beacon of tranquility for all. Oh my gosh, beacon of tranquility? Yo, he almost got a 2nd star out. You know what? Well, I drop my controller and pray that it's okay. We'll give him a 2nd star. It was very close to falling right on top of, old Sledgy's head over there. Hello, Constance. I cannot believe Lady Edelgard has allowed Duke Ire to do as he pleases. Yeah, I can't believe it either, I'm not for nothing. I fear all good sense has abandoned her. Wait, could it be? It does all add up. In that case, it would also explain why they disappeared. At any rate, I believe that the current empire is being swallowed up by the darkness. Oh. Well, you came to your senses real quick. You were like, I think I know what's going on. I think I know what's up. What's up? Most have switched over.
Well met.
Most of the mercs who were working for the Empire have switched over to the Kingdom or the Alliance. Everyone's pretty sure they know who will win this war, or how this war will end up, rather. A mercenary won't last long if they don't pick up on subtle shifts like that. Nice, actually. I love that. They're cut from the same cloth. There are all sorts of wild stories about Count Berglius, like that he killed a bear with his bare hands. Sure, they could be exaggerations, but if there's any truth to them, it sounds like Berglius and His Majesty are cut from the same cloth. Well, maybe it's not really fair to compare a king and a general, but I'm talking about sheer physical prowess. At the end of the day, I wouldn't want to go toe-to-toe with either of them. Fair enough. Me neither. Sounds like a death sentence. I was gonna say Happy loves to chill over here. So we're going to be chasing the enemy down while they're trying to escape.
I don't know.
That gives me an icky feeling. It's almost like we're the bad guys now or something. Hey, that's how we met.
Reminds me.
That's what was happening when we fought the Empire together. Fought each other, rather, remember? The Empire was chasing the Archbishop to the Valley of Torment. Yeah, it didn't feel right either then. That's probably why I agreed to join you. So is this where you're gonna agree to leave us? Still doesn't feel right, I'm leaving. Yuri! Oh, he's praying.
Hey.
What's with that look? Is it really so strange I'm here? No, it's not strange. Not at all, sorry to interrupt. Why are you praying for? What are you praying for, rather, if you don't mind me asking?
Hello.
Protection and victory. This battle is for the church's main headquarters, after all. The goddess could at least chip in a little. Though I'm sure the Imperial forces are praying to the goddess as well for their aid of the defense of the Garrick Mach, yet only one of us can win. In any case, praying before any big event has always been a habit of mine since I was little. Oh, we can see Happy from this window. I think that's kind of fun. that's about it. I just think it's kind of fun. Monk, what's up? Rumor has it that all the Emperor's siblings are already dead. Essentially, if we eliminate her, Adrestia will likely become embroiled in a conflict over who should ascend the throne next. To think that a 1,000-year-old Imperial bloodline may come to an end here. We will certainly be witnessing history in the making firsthand. I think that they should actually join my kingdom.
In fact,
I'll take it all away. I'll take it all away. I truly hope that Lady Ray would permit me to join her, rather. However, my brother would not allow it. He insisted that I stay close by. I suspect he is wary of the dark mages that appeared in the previous battle. I suspect they are part of those who slither in the dark. I was gonna say, if they got if they got their hands on you, boy, that'd be rough. Huh? I am not very familiar with them, but it is clear they are exceedingly dangerous. Yes, Blaine, they are. That's probably a big reason why he doesn't just want you out shopping willy-nilly. Or Wilson Nilsson. What's up, Marianne?
actually...
Even among the Imperial soldiers, there were those offering prayers to the goddess on the battlefield. They may be our enemies right now, but we all call Foldland our home. They have friends and families of their own. We're fighting people just like us. I'm sorry. I must sound silly. No, I'm gonna praise you. No, I think it's good to feel that way. It's easy to lose sight of that when you've been at war for so long, rather. But right now we have to fight. You think you'll be okay?
Yes.
I'll manage. We must end this for all those who have lost their lives in this wretched war. It is kind of like, occasionally we'll get dialogue bits like that, and I'll be like, this is a war, and people are losing their lives.
Do you have a moment?
And then Lauren says, you need not concern yourself over the Alliance forces that stayed behind. Claude is in command. He would not gamble with the lives of his allies, rather, unless he knew he could win. Well, about that. He definitely gambled with Randolph's life. I'm not privy to the exact details of his plan, but since he stayed, I'm certain the odds are in his favor. We will emerge victorious in the alliance, will, however, somehow rather benefit from the triumph. That is the type of man he is. Ah. Yo, after playing the Golden Deer route and hearing him say that, okay. Oh boy, I sure wasn't expecting a huge brawl like that, but we managed to make it out of Alil. Minister of Military Affairs, more like Minister of Military Who Cares? Somebody was really proud of this line. We're practically invincible after surviving that fiery pit. They don't stand a chance. Well, excuse me. Guess I'm a bit hot under the collar. He was like, yeah, they don't stand a chance. Woohoo! Oh boy! You're right.
What do you think?
I like him. Do you remember Caspar, the Minister of Military Affairs' son? He's an old classmate of ours. Yeah, I remember him. Yeah, we weren't friends or anything, but I remember him. He was in the Black Eagles, wasn't he? That's right, I talked to him on a handful of times in the dining hall and at the training grounds. He was a little rough around the edges, but I've got to admit his positive attitude was contagious. If we had met under different circumstances, rather, I wonder if we might have been friends. Yeah, I guess I wonder too. Raph, huh? Is there an item back there? I thought there was for a second. Anywho, what's up?
So, yeah.
I heard that we're gonna have to pursue the enemy. I'm not really built for speed, you know. I don't think I could keep up if I tried. You look quick on your feet, bony folk always tend to move faster. Wow, okay. You don't have to worry about me falling behind. Just go on ahead and I'll catch up. Eventually. Raph said, I'm not fast, but boy do I hit hard. Which honestly, that's what we need. I never imagined I'd one day face Count Burgley's on the battlefield. He is incredibly tough. Caspar was there as well, though it would appear he has escaped rather for the time being. Are you taking it? You're taking this awfully well, aren't you and Caspar childhood friends? Yes, but that is of little consequence now. He is not fighting for honor or any greater purpose. War is just his way of life. He doesn't have the slightest intention of dying or losing. And that's the truth, huh? That's the truth behind him. Kingdom Soldier, what's up?
I was thinking.
It feels like the final battle's just around the corner, doesn't it, Commander? I know we've still got to recover Garrick Mach rather, and capture the Imperial capital, but still, look how far we've come. I'm getting a little choked up thinking about it. I hope it's not really just around the corner, but I guess we should be approaching the split where we take Dimitri and have a good time. Where we take Dimitri and go to. I did not mean that line to be so promiscuous. I meant we go to Shambhala and have a good time doing some Shambhala dancing. Which also honestly sounds a little bit. So I'm gonna stop. Ignatz, talk, please. We finally gained the upper hand, but the enemy still has the formidable Count Burgley's on their side. If only Holst were here. I'm gonna act tough.
No way.
Hey, no need to be scared. We've got plenty of strong commanders too, if I do say so myself. Yes, that's right. You're certainly no pushover yourself, but still, it's hard to not to worry, rather. Oh, Holst. Yeah, I miss Holst. I think we got spoiled not having Holst anymore. I miss him dearly. Hey, Brainchild, what's up?
Huh?
Something the matter? Arval, you're oddly quiet. I know there is nothing to be done. I know that, and yet I still have this nagging feeling that things cannot continue in this fashion. I wonder why that is. I wonder why as well, buddy. Whoop-de-doo. Alright. Seth, what's up?
It is you. I wish to speak with
The Archbishop should be able capable rather of reaching the monastery undetected. A caterer of our finest knights is escorting her there, should anything come to pass.
Hey.
Ask about the knights, rather. Let me ask you this. How did the church manage to get so many strong people in the knights? They were not necessarily always so powerful. You may think of it as a result of hard work and experience. Even in times of peace, they remain busy mediating conflicts and dispatching bandits to protect the safety of the faithful. Knights from other regions cannot compare when it comes to the actual battle experience. That is all there is to it. That said, we cannot afford to dawdle. You would do well to prepare for the next battle. Ooh, I didn't know he's got the bars too. All right, Sadith. Okay, we'll cut this way. We got like 3 more people to talk. 4 more people, 2 more orange ones. Actually, there's 2 people in the cut over here. Oh, well, yeah, I guess you 2 make sense.
That makes sense.
So that's why you quit the Knights. Yeah, and it's also why I'm trying to avoid Lady Ray as much as possible.
Huh?
Sorry, am I interrupting? No, don't worry about it. It wasn't important. Anyway, you feel like you're ready? This is going to be our toughest battle yet. We'll show them what Gerald's mercenaries are made of. Great for you. Happy for you. That's actually not where we're going, though. Rodrigue! It's Rodrigue, and he is very awesome. I don't know where that came from. Becoming allies with Gerald's mercenaries was truly a wise decision. Their leadership far exceeds that of most knights, and I don't want to zoom in, but I guess this is a better vantage point. A fact made abundantly clear during the battle in the Valley of Torment. It would be ideal if they could continue working with the kingdom after the war ends. Unfortunately, it seems they have reservations about Lady Ray for some reason or another, so that is likely out of the question. Well, maybe they'll, you know.
I see.
Hey, I love this attire, actually. It is some of my favorite attire in the game. Whew, we've arrived as your reinforcements, and just in the nick of time. I don't see that insufferable, lovely Viscount Brenius anywhere. Has he not arrived yet? Well, then allow me to offer my support in his stead. You can count on me. Thank you. I was gonna say, nothing from the rewards master? Yeah, that's kind of crazy. What's up?
Actually,
our favorite Dusker General. The entire army is on pins and needles. Maybe it's because we're about to reclaim the monastery. Garrick Mach has held incredible significance to the people of Foldland. I wonder if it'd be comparable to a temple of the gods or a sacred site in Dusker. Understanding the customs and mindsets of another culture can certainly be a challenge. Well, challenge accepted. Dimitri, I'll talk to you last. I assume this is Felix. Oh no, I talked to Felix first. It's you, Aloisa.
If I'm honest,
Garrick Mach has many tunnels that lead outside the mountains and plenty of secret passages that we don't even know about. Needless to say, Lady Rhea knows the layout of the monastery like the back of her hand. All we can do now is have faith in the surprise attack that will succeed. I hope everyone is alright. And lastly, I guess we can go on some expeditions at some point.
I wonder.
It seems Viscount Finja, Finja, could not provide us with any information we do not already know. I think she's hiding something. Really? You think there's a chance she might be pretending to not know anything?
No.
Pawns like her are more concerned with saving their own skin than loyalty or patriotism. If she believed her life was even in the slightest bit of danger, she would divulge any information she could. Over the last 2 years, I've interrogated those of her ilk many times, more than I care to count. I did not anticipate both Edelgard and Duke Ire becoming Thales' puppets as well. So many Imperial citizens could have been saved had we been able to defeat him at Arian. He must be expunged from existence. I swear I will slay him, even if it costs me my life. Please don't die trying to do this. Thank you very much. Here, we'll do our things right here at this door, because we do have a chunk of supports. Those aren't supports. We have a chunk of supports. We have Shamir X Cahterine who have supports, which was surprising to me. So let's go ahead and knock those two out first, because they got 2 supports. Actually, is it that surprising? I mean, they both were at the officer academy.
looks like someone beat me here. Hey, Yuritsa. You do know we're allies now, right? You could at least say hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
I suppose.
I suppose.
Talkative as ever, I see. I take it you're here to train?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, this is as good an opportunity as any. Let's say you and I have ourselves a little duel.
No, thank you.
I've been itching to cross swords with you since we were at Garrick Mach.
If we get too into the heat of battle, I will kill you.
We never had a chance to cut loose and really fight, did we? They say the way someone wields their blade can tell you who they really are. So come on, show me.
Very well. Draw your sword.
Okay. Yeah.
You're not half bad.
Still just stoic.
What? Done already? Things were just getting interesting.
This will not end until one of us dies.
See? Exactly. That's why I expected him to say no, but I guess that's when he stops.
I have no reason to fight you. I care not when my life ends. But you do not wish to kill an ally.
Fair enough.
That's right. If I cut you down now, I'd never be able to face your sister.
That is the truth.
We'll have to save the real fight for another time. Let's call this one a draw. Sorry, I'm just glad you were even tougher than I expected.
Okay.
Now I know why you were the weapons instructor. You'll have to teach me something new next time, Professor.
Hey, yo. If I didn't know that you... and Shamir were certainly an idol.
I care not for jokes.
Bad habit. What can I say?
She is a
It's
jokester.
not every day I get to go up against someone as good as you. I look forward to our next bout. Just not to the death. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a day. Thanks, Yuritsa.
Y'all, she is very. Yuritsa, you're not a lucky man. Shamir's a lucky woman. Not for nothing.
Your form's great today. Thanks for sparring with me, Yuritsa. Though I have to say, we've faced off a few times now, but I still can't figure you out. Your skill is undeniable, but there's no emotion behind it. Your swordsmanship says nothing about you. If it's because you can't take it seriously, then you're welcome to come at me with everything you've got.
Ooh.
Why are you staring at me like that? Don't tell me I offended you.
Very well. Entertain me with your blade.
I'm sorry, Death Knight, hello.
Okay then. Let's do this.
Cahterine, do you wanna... Okay.
I knew there was another side of you.
He was like, I knew there was more. I just wanted to fight it.
More. I need more. Satisfy my thirst for blood.
Yikes.
Give me a break.
Yo, is she just handling...
Stop. I've had enough.
Uh-oh.
What?
Unlike Yuritsa, the way you fight reveals a lot about you.
Ooh!
I'm sure you're content just fighting worthy opponents to the death. But I have people I need to protect. People I'm fighting for.
Wow, she's not a fan of this one.
Life's too precious to waste on a fleeting moment of fun, Death Knight. That's why I can't be the one to kill you, like you so desperately desire.
Ooh.
But hey, Fodlan's a big place. There's gotta be someone out there who'll give you what you want.
This was great,
They
actually.
might even be closer than you think. You just have to look, right?
They might even be closer than
Why
you
don't
think.
you make finding that person your reason to keep fighting? All that said,
He's just
still a warrior.
he's stuck. He's like,
Nothing
I'll
gets my
put the
blood
blood.
pumping like facing a tough opponent. So while I can't help you put an end to your life, I'd be more than happy to help you live it.
Oh.
Until our next duel, Professor. See you around.
And then the smile afterwards.
I thought she, of all people, would slay the darkness that dwells within me.
And face Mercedes afterwards, she'd become the Death Knight.
What a merciless woman.
I actually really like that. I thought that was fascinating. Here's the thing, we also definitely have Ayla and Cahterine, and I think that might be our very last A support to get in this game for Ayla. I think that's the truth. That's everybody. That is literally everybody. Wow. Okay. Cool. Dimitri has, I think, 3 to get, and Ingrid, I think, has 4. Let's start knocking out Dimitri's, I guess. Let's start with Dimitri and that. They just got 1 support, a little B support. Might be a little fun, a little silly. It's gonna be a little fun, a little silly.
No, Annette! Get back!
That was a close one. Good thing we had water nearby.
I was gonna say, the second you hear this song, you know you're in for a good time.
My apologies. It was foolish for me to attempt that without prior experience.
Oh, right. He sucks at magic.
No, it was my fault for asking you to try and light it with magic.
The fault is mine alone. You had no way of knowing that my aptitude for magic was so lacking.
Tragically lacking.
We were lucky it only resulted in a small explosion. Had the flames spread, it easily may have proved disastrous.
Did one of you in the comments say that you liked playing as, like, a mage or... No, Pilot, I'm not talking to you. I'm sorry. That's entirely my bad. Hey, how are you doing, buddy? One of you said you liked playing as, like, some sort of mage Dimitri. And I don't think it clicked until right now where the game is talking about how bad he is in magic. Why? I think that person also said they like to torture themselves. I don't remember who it was. I think it might have been Reverse Queen. It might have been Orzel. I don't quite remember. But somebody said it, and I think you're insane. I thought you were insane before, but now I think you're properly insane. But good on you. It couldn't be me.
Aw, don't beat yourself up over it. We were able to put it out quickly, and that's all that matters.
What a remarkably positive spin on the matter. Still, I'm relieved you weren't hurt. I have always been abysmal at magic. My father and grandfather were the same, so perhaps I inherited it from them.
Yeah. I guess you're better suited to fighting with something sharp and pointy.
I'm gonna raise Dimitri's magic.
Actually, I had a fair amount of interest in becoming a mage when I was a boy. An old friend of mine would give magic demonstrations, and I always found myself terribly jealous of her abilities.
Well, you know there's a school of sorcery in the capital, right? You definitely should have enrolled.
But I knew they only accepted students who display at least a modicum of talent for the craft. Every time I glimpsed one of those students, I found myself envious of their skill.
I had no idea. But hey, if you're interested, how about I teach you a bit? We can start right now.
You would do that?
He's like, oh, my childhood dream, the boyhood dream.
Sure. See, I've been helping out at the school ever since I came back to the capital. And after talking with everyone there, I've been thinking it would be fun to, you know, teach somebody. I'd like to help people get better at magic, even if they're really, really, really bad at it.
A fine aspiration. If you'll have me, I would be honored to be your first pupil. Though I imagine your skills can be put to use helping many people besides just myself.
Fair enough.
I know I am not the first person, nor will I be the last, to accidentally conjure up an explosion.
Come on, Dimitri. It's not like I'll be that much help. But regardless, I'm confident that becoming a teacher is the path for me.
Yeah, after all the supports we saw, certainly.
Right then, Your Majesty. Let's start by practicing some fire magic.
Right, basic spell.
You want me to cast the same spell again? Well, if you think it best.
Fire spells are the most basic magic of all. You just let the old power build up, and then boom, let loose.
The entire force is on
Okay,
fire.
so start by using your hands to focus your energy.
Like this?
Don't be so hesitant. We've got plenty of water here, so really lean into it.
I wasn't intending to hold back. Perhaps I could charge it up a bit more.
Your Majesty, are you all right?
Uh-oh.
I fear we may have a long road ahead of us.
Hey, but can you imagine he's out here with this powerful lance doing work, and then all of a sudden he's like, fooled you, magic, fireball. Rodrigue, go and have your emotional aid support with Dimitri, because y'all are surely going to get into it. Talk about Lambert, have a good time.
Rodrigue? There's something I'd like to ask you.
Anything for you, Your Majesty. What is it?
I want to hear your side of the story.
Of which story exactly?
Oh, here it goes.
How did you feel when you learned of my father's death? I've struggled to ask this before, but I want to know.
So that's what you mean. Honestly, I had a difficult time believing it at first. But as moons passed, I gradually grew to accept the reality of it. And of course, I recalled the promise I'd made him, and vowed to myself that I would carry it out.
I wonder then, had I died alongside my father and Glenn and Dusker,
Ooh.
what would you have done?
Yeah, imagine.
You know, a fleeting thought flashes across my mind every time I see you reflect upon my father. It feels as though you aspired not just to stand beside him in life, but to meet death with him as well.
Don't overthink it, Your Majesty. I'm a pretty stubborn guy, you know. No, I didn't wish for my own death when Lambert passed. But sometimes I think that if I have to die to honor my promise to him, I would be satisfied with that.
I don't think Dimitri would be.
I won't allow you to throw your life away, Rodrigue. I'll not have you stolen from me by that promise.
Well, on the other route.
Losing you would be almost like losing my father for a second time.
Ooh, then the other route didn't feel too good, did it,
If you were
Dimitri?
to die because of me, it would destroy me.
You may say that, but a subject lives by the example their king sets for them. And I know well enough that you don't value your life either.
Hey, tell him, Rodrigue. Tell him, Rodrigue.
So if you'd like me to place more importance on my life, I urge you to do the same, Your Majesty.
Where is he? Rodrigue, I'm gonna give you 2 for that, man. I'm gonna give you 2 for that. Give that man some stars, man. Rodrigue, cook 'em out here.
You're right. I have no excuse.
You sure don't, Dimitri.
No, I should apologize. That came out rather more harsh than I intended. You sounded so much like Lambert just now, I simply couldn't hold myself back. In truth, that's something I've wished I could have said to him for a long time now. Yet, you were the one who had to bear the brunt of it. I suppose I can hardly poke fun at Matthias for holding on to that sword all those years, can I?
I sounded like my father?
Indeed you did. Remember the story of the sword? About how I got stuck behind enemy lines like a fool?
Correct.
Well, the first thing Lambert said after he broke through their forces was, "Don't throw your life away like that." Not that it was too convincing coming from a guy covered in cuts and scrapes.
Fair enough.
I can't imagine. It sounds as though you two were very close. I envy him for having such strong bonds with his friends.
You have strong bonds with your friends.
Don't let my son catch you saying that.
Right.
Be sure he'd take offense. Anyway, that's enough reminiscing for one day. How about you try squeezing some memories out of Matthias next time?
A fine idea. Perhaps I'll invite Sylvain and the others to join in as well.
Good. Y'all should have a boys' day. You need it, Dimitri. You need a bunch of boys' days, for real, for real. And lastly, Dimitri Ingrid. For Dimitri, this is his last scene. Desker
Your
General.
Majesty, about tomorrow's drills. Apologies. I did not mean to interrupt.
This is certainly probably the scene that unlocks Dimitri Ingrid A.
It's fine, Ingrid. We had just finished.
That was the leader of the Dusker forces, yes? What were you talking about?
We were discussing various tactics and formations. We must be aligned if we're to fight together. The way Dusker soldiers operate is quite different from our knights. I must also be mindful of how I deploy them to avoid undue conflict.
Yes, I hear there have already been a number of small quarrels in the encampment.
It's not a problem easily solved. I'm sure each side finds it difficult to adjust to the other.
It depends on the people, because I've heard some good things about the people in the camps. Not for nothing.
And you, Ingrid.
Especially when they get to drinking.
Do you still hate the people of Dusker?
I no longer have reason to hold on to that hate. Yes, a few of them were involved in the tragedy, but I cannot blame the rest for that. There were many other forces at work. I understand that now.
I feel like that is much better than her stance in Three Houses.
Yet I used to focus all my negative feelings on the people of Dusker, and for that I am ashamed. In a way, I now find myself scared of interacting with them at all.
Oh.
You needn't blame yourself. The fault lies with me for not speaking to you about it more 6 years ago. I hesitated because I didn't wish to confuse the matter, not knowing the full truth of it. But you were forced to grapple with many painful feelings as a result. Clearly, my priorities were not in order.
You had enough to deal with 6 years ago. So many knights were expelled from the castle, and almost none but Lord Rodrigue would set foot in the capital. Even my father prevented me from going to see you.
Yet, I still could have sought you out. And I had countless chances to discuss the matter at the academy.
I do not think I would have
That's
taken it
fair.
well even if you had.
Well, we didn't have countless, because we weren't there for long.
I was convinced that Glenn died saving you from irredeemable villains. I forced myself to believe that. If I hadn't, I fear I may have gone mad.
I was in a similar position. But once I finally opened the lid on that box, I realized just how many were involved, including members of our own kingdom. In the end, I knew I had to reconcile with reality.
And I must also accept the reality that stands before me now. We are allied with the people of Dusker, which means I can no longer avoid them.
I have an idea. It may not help, but I'd like to take you somewhere.
These are the flowers of Dusker, Ingrid.
The father of that man I was speaking with earlier opened an inn last year, and it's not far. Would you care to join me there for a meal? Word has it he's quite skilled at making all manner of food.
Okay.
Of course, if this is all too much and too soon, I understand.
Not at all. I would love to accompany you, though it shames me to admit it. I likely lack the courage to go alone, but with you at my side, I think I can take that first step.
Okay, well, calm down, Ingrid. He's taken.
In that case, let us make haste. Oh, and this will be my treat, so keep your pocketbook shut tight.
Very nice. So if my suspicion is correct, yes, that is now unlocked. Let's go and watch it. We've been waiting on this one for a little bit.
Ingrid, I have brought sustenance.
Sustenance is crazy. Dude, sustenance is wild.
Oh, thank you, Dedu. These look wonderful. Your timing is impeccable. I was just about to wrap this up.
Writing reports?
Yes, I was summing up the results from our most recent battle in the Dusker region. It was a dreadful fight. It will be quite some time still before the situation in Dusker stabilizes. Obviously, I'm glad those involved in the tragedy were captured in the end, but...
But like any other region, Dusker is home to all kinds of people. Some good, some bad.
Exactly. The kingdom is no different. We may have our fair share of villains, but we should not be blaming innocent people for the actions of the bad ones.
It's human nature to generalize. I'd be lying if I claimed to hold no hatred towards Fargus for the devastation it brought to my home. But I've come to meet many kinds of people as I've lived here with His Majesty. Some hurled stones and insults, not only at me, but at His Majesty as well.
Dang.
Yet some remained kind to me, despite my heritage.
I guess I never really had to think about it like that. Honestly, Dedu, if not for you, I would have gone on stubbornly hating and fearing everyone from Dusker.
Okay, I don't feel like hating is right, because Dimitri ended up telling you whatever he told you to make you say, I guess you were afraid instead of hating.
No matter how much His Majesty insisted on their innocence.
Yeah.
But you did meet me, and now you have taken the first step toward change. It may not be my place, but I find that willingness to change admirable.
Okay.
I am wholly undeserving of such praise. I still have a long way to go. But enough of this. After I am finished here, maybe we could grab a bite together in town.
Sure.
The other day, His Majesty introduced me to an inn that serves the most excellent food.
That's why this was locked, because of the inn?
It is
That's
actually
crazy.
owned by someone from Dusker. I was amazed how much I enjoyed everything. I would love to take you there.
Ingrid.
Ingrid.
Yes? I am sorry, are you not interested? Or do you have other plans?
That was a strong Ingrid.
Nothing like that. You said His Majesty brought you there.
Well, yes. He seemed quite familiar with the owner.
It's the dude's like, I'm sorry. His Majesty took you there alone.
I see. Call for me when you're ready. Right now, I must find His Majesty and remind him not to be so cavalier in his movements, even with you at his side.
That's hilarious, actually.
Oh dear. Perhaps I should not have mentioned that part.
I like to imagine that it's actually the dude saying, is something going on between you and Ingrid that I should know about? The dude, the jealous type. Let's just knock out the rest of Ingrid, actually. I think she's got two more. Little Annette and little Felix. The Felix one should be really good, actually.
It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine here. Just gonna grab it and run right back out.
Good evening, Annette. I am so sorry. I didn't mean to startle you.
Oh,
Yeah, you better be careful not to startle a mage.
you. Sorry about that. Guess I'm a little jumpy right now.
Don't worry, it's fine. But if I may, what are you doing out here so late at night?
Yeah, Annette, what you doing?
I forgot my book in the mess hall and came back to grab it.
Are you afraid of the dark? Scared of ghosts?
What a coincidence. I was also headed to the mess hall to look for something.
Oh, yay! Then we can go together. Seriously, I'd feel so much better if you were with me.
Not entirely sure why that's the case, but okay.
Oh gosh, it's so dark. What was that? I think it came from the grass over there.
Probably just another night owl. I wonder if it's...
Annette, stop! You're going to run into that pile of... Ow! Who put these crates here?
Annette, you need to... Can't you...
Oh, Annette.
Don't you have, like, spells that'll create light?
That was quite the ordeal, but we finally made it. Thanks, Ingrid.
I'm glad nobody got hurt, aside from you and those crates. But if I may, Annette, are you afraid of the dark?
Oh my gosh, Ingrid, I didn't know you know about the hit Nickelodeon 90s show, Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah, actually. I've been afraid of it my whole life.
That I think was revived at some
not
point.
To be, but I just can't seem to shake it. What about you, Ingrid? Aren't you scared? I mean, a ghost could pop out of anywhere and ghost you.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't think ghost is a vibe. I'm sorry, a verb, but I think, you know, we do use it as a verb, but not in the sense of, like, ghosting. It's just, like, not replying to someone.
The dark does not really bother me, no. And as I have never seen a ghost, I'm not afraid of them.
But doesn't it scare you to think about it? I mean, just imagine some icky dead person rising from the earth and coming at you with big, chattery teeth.
Annette, you got
we had such
a
stories
grand
back
imagination.
home in Galatea. My brothers loved to tell, but if they were true, we would not be able to walk to breakfast without bumping into a horde of the dead.
Huh. Yeah, I suppose that's true. But it's still hard to get the idea out of my head.
She is the victim of her own imagination. From her songs, we know her imagination go crazy.
I personally think it would be wonderful if the dead became ghosts and we could see them again. But when people die, that's it. We can't see or speak to them ever again.
Well, now Ingrid's depressed about Glenn again.
Yeah. When someone dies, they're gone forever.
And you're not helping, Annette.
But that's all the more reason to treasure what little time we get, right?
That's better.
Agreed. We have only one life to live after all.
In that case, I'm gonna walk back all by myself.
Are you sure? We went through quite the struggle just to make it here.
It's also not that dark
If
outside.
I want to conquer my fears, I'd better do it while I'm alive. The dark is still pretty terrifying, but I'm gonna push through it.
Yo, she jetted.
I could learn a thing or two from her optimism. We only live once.
YOLO. Of course, Annette ended her scenes with a YOLO. Here, let's get the little depression going on. Yep.
Finished giving your report?
That's the depression music.
Yes. I hope you were not waiting too long. Did you need me for something?
Need is a strong word. I just wanted to commend you. I heard that last fight was brutal, but you made it out alive.
None of us expected it to evolve into such an arduous battle. We were only supposed to be dealing with some bandits.
Hey, bandits can be tough, huh?
So you weren't injured?
I'm fine. So was everyone else in the unit, thankfully. Though even in the darkest moments, I never lost hope. All thanks to this.
My brother's spur. You're telling me that hunk of steel helped you?
Perhaps not in a practical sense, but it certainly bolstered my spirits. This spur symbolizes Glenn's pride and sense of duty, things he fought for to his dying breath. I couldn't very well give up while I carried something with that much meaning.
Ooh, I like that.
It gave me the courage to keep fighting.
I don't get it.
Felix!
It's all well and good to remember the dead, but sentimentality will get you killed. All the tears in the world couldn't bring them back after all.
You have always viewed the world in such stark terms. It might even be one of your strengths. But one day, you will learn that emotions and sentimentality are also a strength, not a curse.
So the dead can help the living? Interesting idea.
Felix.
Can we continue this later? I think I have earned a good night's sleep.
Ingrid, wait. Will you do something for me?
I'm listening.
Go visit my brother.
Oh.
This war shows no signs of stopping, which means you have plenty of battles ahead of you. And if you're so certain the dead can help the living, it couldn't hurt to offer him some flowers.
You want me to go to Glenn's? I mean, of course. But you should join me. And perhaps His Majesty as well. And even Lord Rodrigue, Sylvain, Sir Gustav, everyone.
Oh my gosh, he was like, yeah, everybody should come.
Are you planning to
Let's
host
make it a
an
party.
entire banquet at his gravestone?
Right.
That was not my original intention, but now that you mention it, a festive meal might be nice.
Ingrid, you're going,
We
yeah,
could all
there's a
use
little much.
relaxation, and Glenn always preferred a joyous atmosphere to a somber one.
Fine, just don't die before then, okay?
Yo, just having a party at a gravesite is kind of
I'm
crazy.
keeping you. Go get something to eat and get some rest.
I will do just that. Thank you, Felix.
Okay. I'm glad that helped her like it did. Alright, so we have Ash and Felix, which I surprisingly thought we had already gotten, but we did not. So that's that, and we'll end with an A support with Cahterine. I don't know if that's gonna be like... should this be the last... You know what? I've been talking about Cahterine all day, so yeah, that'll be the last support review.
Felix, what are you doing here?
I had business in the capital. Speaking of, I hear you're that boar's knight now.
Yes.
Oh, you mean His Majesty?
Yeah, him.
Yeah, him!
You must have it rough with a tiresome man like that leading you.
I think you're exaggerating, Felix. I wouldn't call him that at all. In fact, he even does our jobs for us sometimes. Although he has been trying to rely on us a little more lately.
Good.
See, that's exactly why he's such a problem. You should steal your job back from him once in a while. Use force if you have to.
Felix, are you?
Yes.
Anyway, the castle has certainly changed in the past, what, 2 years since he took
Oh, we're
over?
in the castle.
For one thing, there are many more commoners among the knights.
You have a good eye to notice that. But yes, His Majesty says there are pros and cons to it. For example, knights from noble families tend to be more polite and respectful. There were a lot of scuffles and misunderstandings in the beginning, but things seem to be calming down now.
And which are you, noble or commoner? You became a knight on Lord Lenato's recommendation, right?
Yeah, my situation is kind of strange. I'm almost stuck right in the middle. Still, I feel like there are things only I can do precisely because I don't fit into either box. But whenever I'm in real trouble, His Majesty and Dedue always come to my aid. So that's good.
Dedue as well, huh?
Yep, even the knights accept him as one of us now.
Good.
No one's a better cook or more skilled with their hands. And he's a proper demon on the battlefield to boot. I hope to be more like him someday.
Don't we all? Let's all strive to be more like Dedue.
Please, no. One of him is more than enough.
Felix?
Especially that blind loyalty. Imitate that and you'll only end up throwing away your life on the battlefield.
That, however, might be true.
Oh, are you worried about us? That's sweet, Felix.
Oh no.
I always had the impression you cared for your friends, and now I know I'm right.
Oh no, Ash.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I was gonna say, hold on, you're in the sweet
I
spot.
mean, sure, the things you say are pretty harsh, but you can't bring yourself to actually abandon someone. You always show so much concern for me, and for Dedue, and even for His Majesty.
Yeah, well, it'd be more work for me if anything happened to you, that's all. I'm busy enough as it is. Can't afford to take on more issues.
Well then, I'll do my best not to add to your problems.
Cute.
I doubt you'll need to try that hard. You do a decent enough job of supporting folks already. So, keep up the good work and maybe I'll lend you a hand someday. You know, if you need it.
Thanks, Felix. I'll be counting on you.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to view the final support. Also, I've kind of been like letting Nightwing and Dedue hang out, because, you know, when I was Nightwing, the one person who the one time I played Three Houses as female Byleth, we picked Dedue, because I mean, like, you know, that's our lad. Our last support here is Cahterine.
Oh, hey. On your way back from training? It's admirable of you to keep at it so late.
Yeah, well, I like to get in a little bit of practice whenever I can. Can't afford to fall behind with everyone else getting so strong on the battlefield.
It's a little late for me today, but I could join you tomorrow. If that's okay, of course.
Really? That'd be great.
A desire to get stronger is not a bad thing in my book. while we're on the subject, can I ask you something? Why do you want to get stronger? No, wait. Let me start with a different question. What made you originally decide to become a mercenary?
Okay. I'll give her an
It's
answer.
not really much of a story. This is kind of just where I ended up. After my mom died, I left the village we'd been living in, but I had no idea what I was gonna do. I eventually ran out of money and fell in with a mercenary group. Then I worked my way up from doing their laundry to fighting.
You don't say. Well, I guess your story is a pretty common one, actually. How'd mercenary life treat you?
Awful at first.
Yeah, I was gonna say not great,
But
and then
once
probably
I met
okay.
some folks that I got along with, it wasn't so bad. Anyway, the plan was to keep fighting alongside my friends, make a name for myself as a merc, and eventually run out of luck and die.
It's crazy work.
But somehow, I've suddenly found myself in charge of the king's private army, leading soldiers into battle. Not really what I expected, I'll tell you that much.
That's how life is.
Yep.
You never know what tomorrow will bring.
Yep.
When I was a kid, I never imagined I'd be wielding some holy relic as a knight of Seiros. I thought my destiny was to follow in my father's footsteps and become the next Count Cahterine.
Right.
It seems like you've been through a lot. I heard you were a fugitive at one point.
Yes, well, something happened.
Yes.
My best friend lost his way, and I couldn't set him right. Eventually, it cost him his life, and I let it happen. I couldn't stay in my hometown after something like that. But despite all that pain and sadness, I have no regrets about the choices I've made in my life.
Not many can say that. So, you've succeeded in making your past self proud, huh?
That's right. My past has made me who I am today. I'm going to keep moving forward, no matter what hardships lie ahead.
You're a strong person, Cahterine. I think I could learn a lot from you. Hearing your story and what you said about making yourself proud gives me so much to think about. No matter how hard we try, there will always be times when we have to make tough choices, right? My past self fought hard to get me here. Am I gonna make the choice that past me would have approved of?
The tough part isn't making the right choice, though. It's what you do after. You must try your best to make whatever decision you land on into the right one in the end.
You make it sound so easy. But the more I think about it, the harder it seems.
Then don't think about it. Just keep trying your best day after day.
This is just a nice conversation between
Put
these
one
two.
foot in front of the other, and eventually, you'll look back and realize how far you've come.
That's all I've got to do, huh?
That's all. You could even start right now. If anything I said struck a chord, that is. I, for one, look forward to seeing you carve your own path, wherever it may lead.
Alright, Catherine. I'll give Catherine a star. We haven't given Catherine too many stars, but she'll get one for that. That's good. We are all out of supports, which is wild. Absolutely wild to me. That being said, yeah, I guess let's save. Good, recording is good. I am going to take a very brief break to get my nose and throat situated, and by that I mean kind of just take allergy stuff, because it is pollen death time of the year. You'll hear me say that a lot this next couple of months. But then we'll do this paralogue and do our chapter, and that'll be our episode. And depending, will keep playing this, or I will give it to Saturday to record some trails. So we'll see. We'll be right back. Okay, so. Whew. It is paralogue time. Probably the last paralogue we have. I'd be shocked if there were another. Members of the Knights of Seiros, past and present, form a hastily assembled squadron to strike a blow against the evil plaguing Foldland, Evil's Bane and Love's Protection. Evil's Bane and Love's Protection is interesting.
Nice of you to finally join us.
Oh yeah, everybody's here.
Yeah, sorry about that. This is quite the lineup you've got here, though. Nothing but the best.
I appreciate your eye for quality. But yes, we have Shamir,
Gilbert,
and Gustav. And of course, myself and Captain Gerald. The Knights of Seiros are reunited at last.
This is a top-tier group.
Eloise!
Wait, Gerald was in the Knights of Seiros?
Yes.
Oh, you and your big mouth. Yeah, I used to work with them in the past. It's not a big deal. But back to the matter at hand. There's clearly something big cooking to gather a crew like this.
Something really big. I can smell it. So come on, old man.
Oh,
Dimitri
Gustav was
must
the one
have
who put
told
y'all
you what's
together.
going on. Old man.
Yo, I love the two of them.
Hey, when you've known him as long as I have, you can call him whatever you want. Go on, Gustav.
I loved that. I love them. Okay, look, you know, there's a lot of ships in this game. I'm gonna be real with you. That might be my number one. As much as I individually love the two of them and would Merc Whistle / ring either one of them, except maybe not Cahterine in the first game, but definitely Shamir in Three Houses, and Shamir in this game. In fact, Shamir maybe again. Alright, I guess for the first look. It's them. It's them. You know what? In Three Houses on the Blue Lions route, I broke up a homosexual ship in Dimitri and Dedu, in old Demi-Do. Maybe I break up a lesbian ship in Three Hopes. We'll get back to it.
We've been asked to hunt down what remains of the Dark Mages commanded by Cornelia.
Free. Sure.
Now I see why you put this team together.
My apologies, but there appears to be a backstory here which I am not aware of.
You recall how Tomas wielded an unknown power to commit his wicked deeds, yes?
His wicked deeds.
Well, a being with similar power once made her nest in Ferdiad.
Oh, I guess a lot of them might not understand, actually. Because none of them were with us when we took her
And
down.
while we were able to defeat her, we recently located a cave she was using as a hideout. According to reports, some of her Dark Mage thralls are still there, and preparing to leave imminently. When they do, we will launch a surprise attack, and finish them off in one fell swoop.
Okay.
So cut down the mages before they can escape. Easy enough. Or maybe not so easy, considering who we're up against. We'd best stay on our toes.
Yeah.
Yet, I remain convinced our combined powers are enough to prevail against even the stoutest foe.
I'm pretty convinced too, actually.
Just as we did back in our days with the Knights. And our Knights as well.
Ahahaha.
Nice, huh? Good one.
Oh, very good, very good. I'm glad someone here is sharp enough to appreciate my
Razor wit.
Do you ever stop messing around, Alois?
Let's just get on with this. So who's actually leading this little operation? I mean, everyone here is more than capable of handling themselves on a battlefield.
My place is on the front line, swinging a sword. Leave the orders to somebody else.
Yep. I'll follow whoever. You choose.
I will respect the group's decision.
Me.
In that case, I think there can only be one choice.
Never mind.
Captain Gerald.
Me, huh? Great. I'd have better luck herding cats than getting this ragtag team to fall in line.
This is a stark difference of personalities between the five of us. That you would have to command. Whatever, though. Alright, well, here's the deal. I feel like Shamir, at the very least, I might be better off switching back to an archer class. To be for real, for real. Yeah, I guess. What is this? Oh! Good for her. What is this? Oh, good for him. I was gonna say we don't use you, but we actually do use you. This has way more durability though, and I think I'm gonna switch to that actually. Yeah, whatever. You at least still use a sword, so I don't know if I really care all that much. You're still using the lance because I didn't actually switch you, and you are... Yeah, we're good. Actually, I don't know what you're holding on to. Let me peek at you. You have an E-level Iron Lance. Yeah, no thank you. Here, you can take that. Or you could even take Gradivis, honestly. Way better durability. Yeah, you take that. Strength ring. I mean, if we're going to give you a strength ring, we might as well give you, like, a very strong strength ring. Monster strength? Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, you just go and take that. That's monster strength is actually pretty good, actually. Now I'm looking at it. Temperance and Thunder. You have Thunderbrand. We could give you a shield or something. I mean, not for nothing. We could just give you. Sure. There might be like a better crit ring. I'm actually not sure. Because I've never actually put on a crit ring. Yeah, there's not like a, oh my gosh, super critical ring, whatever. Battalion, you can have one, I guess. Sure. Not that that one's the best one to put on you, but you can have it. I feel like we can do better. Flamboyant Strike Plus is hilarious. Might as well just do that one. That's good. Alright, I'm okay. I'm not really concerned about this team. Not for nothing.
The enemy's split up, and we should do the same. Don't let them get away.
Not a problem. I've got this.
I'm on
Okay,
it.
you should be able to cut this guy off.
Let's see how it goes.
I mean, y'all aren't really doing anything right now,
I've
right?
got it. Let's give it a shot. Time to go to work. Let me show you how it's done.
Oh, well, you're flying, so maybe you're gonna try and fly over this guy.
Move out! Left to our own devices already?
Yes, you are.
Not sure if this is trust or indifference.
Daring tactics such as this are all part of Captain Gerald's signature style.
Is that guy already dead? Almost. So maybe I'll go ahead and control you in just a moment.
I'm on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take you over.
Daring wore off on you when you were his right-hand man. Not a problem.
And I guess you can come down to help.
I've got it.
Then perhaps it's right I be left behind.
Wait, what? Which one is nearing an evacuation point? Because we killed the other one.
A fine hit.
Let's clear it out.
Stand down.
Oh, wait. Oh, I'm facing the wrong way.
I'll break you.
Oh. I guess I
Looks like
wasn't.
we're good. Hope the rest of this goes just as smoothly.
Okay, well, I'm right where you two were, so that's awesome. So much so that I'm just gonna do this and— oh no, you're not right in front of them. That's on me. Okay, maybe you are.
Be gone!
That was a stronghold captain, but not the mysterious soldier.
We've got more over here.
Okay, so you
I've got it. Let's give it a
are
shot.
honestly in decent shape. There's another guy there. Oh, honestly, you guys can just
Not
come
a
and help.
problem. I've got this.
Because now that thing is open.
I'm on it. Let's see how.
Hey, Daryl, what's up? Oh, is the other guy right behind me? I don't know why he did that. That was a snake. A mistake. A mistake. So that's there, that's there, that's there. Honestly, if that's the case, you should go there. Well, actually, no. You can still come down this way.
I'm on it.
I'll switch to Shamir in a second.
Take a breather.
Moving my.
Stand back.
Let's play a game.
Did I turn around in time? I sure did.
You're mine.
That might be enough. Yes, they're all dead.
I've got it.
Not for
Let's give
nothing.
it a shot.
I'm gonna slowly take care of these two. And maybe you two try and take care of these
Let's
really
see
quickly.
how it goes.
I live for this. They're running away. Get ready, Gustav.
Leave all to me, Lady Cahterine. I shall stop them in their tracks.
Knight of the royal family indeed.
They're really not reaching the event. Oh my gosh, what is this move?
We were always carrying.
What was that? That was awesome!
Can always count on you.
Hey, hold on, Shamir. I can always count on you to watch my back, that's fine.
Should I start calling you partner again?
Oh, cute. Should I start calling you partner again? Hello.
Let's clear it out.
That's awesome. That move is one of my... That's almost, I think, as cool as the moon. Let me switch to Gerald here. Did someone need the blade breaker? Oh my gosh, did you see how much that broke?
Right then. I think
Oh wait, did y'all finish him off?
we handled our business, but there are bound to be more lurking in the shadows.
Okay, so you did a good job here.
I'm on it.
There's a bunch up here, goodness gracious.
Let's
Are they
see
still
how
trying to
it goes.
evacuate is the problem?
I've got it. Let's give
She's
it a
on the
shot.
horse, so she should be able to catch up to them.
Time to go to work.
You can
Let me
grab
show
that
you. Not
guy.
a
You
problem.
can grab that
I've
guy.
got
Oh, this is tough.
So many. Everyone, join up and fight as one. Don't let them through.
Better fighting as one.
I've got it. Let's give it a shot.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to catch that guy.
Don't forget Smite.
Yeah, the one that's right there is just... It's gonna make it. Yeah, like, what am I supposed to do with that?
They got away. You really messed this one up.
Yeah, I understand. What am I supposed to do? Restart from the beginning, I guess. I need to keep Shamir up there, I guess. That's tragic. And I can't switch anybody around? Okay, fine. That's awful.
The enemy split up, and we should do the same. Don't let them get away.
You know what? He did say the enemy split up and we should do the same. That much, I suppose, is fair.
Time to go to work. Let me show you how it's done. I've got it. On the move. I've got it. Let's give it a shot. Not a problem. Move out.
I'm on it. Let's see how...
I want to go straight up.
Left to our own devices already? I'm not sure if this is trust or indifference.
Daring tactics such as this are all part of Captain Gerald's
Honestly, at this point, I'm thinking maybe I just leave Ayla at the top
Shame
here.
none of that daring wore off on you when you were his right-hand man.
Then perhaps it's right I be left behind.
Move at my own
Let's
pace.
clear it out. You think this rickety little stronghold can slow me down? Don't make me laugh.
No escape. You're in my way.
Because they're going to do their things in a second.
Your guard's down.
He's done. Great.
Looks like we're good.
Alright.
Hope the rest of this goes just as smoothly. I'm on it. Let's see how it goes.
Time to go to work. Let me show you how it's done. Let's stand back. Let's play a game. You're mine. We've got more over here.
So cool. Where's the other mysterious soldier? Oh, he's behind.
All right. Bring it down.
So you still got the both of them there. That's cool.
It's done. They're running away. Get ready.
So yeah, we need to just stay split up, is what I'm learning. And you know what? They all spawned right here, so let me just get ready to put you there.
Gustav, I live for this.
Leave all to me, Lady Cahterine. I shall stop them in their
I'm gonna try and buy her a little bit of time to get over there. I don't know how much time we're gonna have.
This sure takes me back to when you were with the Knights, I mean. You were always pairing up like this. And striking down our enemies.
Yep, should I call you partner again?
Count on you to watch my back. Should I start calling you partner again?
Okay, you. I need to control you because they're just about to show up.
I think we handled our business. Take a breather. There are bound to be more lurking in the shadows.
Okay, quickly.
Everyone, join up and fight as one. Don't.
Okay, I need you to go here.
Let's see how it goes.
They both have to come through here to get to you. So I'm gonna go there, and you continue going on that one, and then we should be able to catch that one off guard. Because you should take care of both of these two right now. Correct? They're both dead. Which means you immediately go for that one. You can stay on that one. You should still have 2 of those left. I'm gonna let you finish your animation. Great. You come down here. I'm gonna get to you. You should still have an A attack left, and that should be enough to potentially take out that guy almost all the way.
Time to go to work. Let me show you how it's done.
You could probably take out him very quickly too.
You're mine.
Good. That's almost enough. Hit that super arrow.
Time to go to work. Let me.
Then fighting the dust.
Don't forget smiting our foes.
Don't forget smiting our foes. Okay, so you defeated this guy.
I've got it.
This should still be mostly okay. You should survive that.
Time to go to work.
I'm not sure if this other guy. Oh, they both have to come up, so I'm gonna actually control you.
I live for this. Repent from the grave.
If they both have to come up through that path, because he's coming up too, right? He's not going down. That's what I was worried about. I thought he was gonna go down and try and split. That's how I was gonna be like, I'll just have you meet up here. I know she's fighting at a disadvantage. She'll be fine. She doesn't even need to heal yet. I can see the other mysterious soldier. I need to make sure he doesn't walk past me.
Don't make me laugh.
Y'all are doing okay up here. He's almost gone. Not quite, but you're almost gone, kind of. Alright, so you can come down here.
Let me show you
That's them. I want to turn into you to control there.
Is still first class, Shamir.
As is your blade work, Thunder Cahterine.
Thunder Cahterine.
Don't tease.
Yeah, don't tease, y'all. Okay. I keep saying. He's about to do a thing.
It's done.
Gustav, who are you fighting? Alright, good job, Ayla. Come on, come on, come on. One more hit, one more hit. Come on, break the shield. There we go. So he's gone. You finished, but I don't feel comfortable doing anything there yet.
Move out. Let me at him.
The faces may be unfamiliar, but the Knights of Seiros remain as formidable as ever.
I don't know. Seeing you fight makes me wish I could see the old knights in action.
Go. I was gonna say, we just got 2 more to deal with, and this is one of them.
I'll kill you all.
Go. Alright, so now we're fresh. I would like for Gerald to at least take out this guy.
Looks like we got him. Good work, everybody.
Did we get him? Are we done? Are we done for real, for real?
I've got it. Let's give it a shot. Time to go to work. Keep it up. Maybe we should try to get ahead of the enemy and cut off their escape. Back.
How you want to do that?
Let's go.
We gotta seize the 4 evacuation spots? Okay.
On the move. Time to go to work.
I mean, sure.
Forward, march!
I'm on it. Time to move.
Not a problem. Move out.
Am I still Cahterine?
Let me.
I would like to finish this off before I go.
Where do they think they're going? Move! Be gone! Let's clear it out.
Okay, great.
Let's see how it... Someone need the blade breaker?
Ah, you clever beasts. We can't permit you to cut us off.
Okay, so they've just become
If we can subdue
strong.
those strongholds, we can block off.
That's fine.
Time to go to work. Let me show you how it's done.
As long as I picked some good pairings. Yeah, I think I picked all
Let's
good
give it a
pairings.
shot.
Great. Awesome.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Wish I could send you to go and pick off the one that was down here. Go. Hey, Gerald's kind of tough.
This rickety little stronghold can slow me down.
You know, now that we've done that, I'm just gonna go ahead and say, hey, Gerald, I feel kind of safe enough to have you do this.
Don't make me laugh. Let's clear it out.
I pray you might afford me the pleasure of sacking this place myself.
Someone need the blade for
Is
There
he
you go.
trying to impress us?
Your guard down.
I believe this is how he shows his
This is how he shows his excitement. I believe this is how he shows his excitement. Break it down. Well, he said bring it down, not break it down. Alright, we'll switch to Thunder Cahterine.
Stand back. I live for this. Leave my son to me. Stand aside. I can still fight.
Yeah, she does cut when she's in this mode. She cutting good. Alright, very good. And lastly, let's go over to Ayla. We'll let that animation finish. There we go. Okay, well, it's a... Oh, but there's at least one more thing that we need to do. Alright, well, we got everything going.
We've captured all the strongholds. Our enemy has no
Oh,
to run
yeah,
now.
because, yeah, it's going to be in the top left. What am I talking about? There's literally an area that's X'd off.
You've done well, everyone.
Oh, but there's one down here, too, in the bottom.
Ugh, I knew we shouldn't have shown up for
Kranya!
Sniffed out by
Mysa.
beasts. Ha! How fitting. Cleobulus is getting careless.
Oh, that's not where I
Those must
expected
be
them to
the
be.
leaders. Let's finish this.
Not a problem.
Okay, yeah, sure, Bronny, we can hang out. The two of you, ooh,
I've
maybe
got
you don't do that.
Need some backup?
But you can, and especially you can.
Time to go to work. Let me show you.
I was gonna say, I don't think I need any help.
They seem to be a cut above the nobodies from before. Alois, stay sharp.
I'll take you all.
As a racer, Captain.
She was out here doing a little Astra, and I was out here like, all right, well.
Hold this position.
Say, isn't this the one who got in our way?
It is, way back when.
Certainly looks like it.
Kids these days is crazy. Whatever, be gone. I have a feeling we might have to fight like 2 divine beasts or something. Are you like officially dead now, or are you just retreating again?
No, not again.
Move at my own pace.
What are we going to tell Talis this time?
That you lost again, Lamau.
Let that one go. We still have the other. I'll take. Let me at him.
I certainly didn't need to do that. Because I know she has no more weapon usage. But I guess she doesn't really need to do a whole bunch of breaking. Please go in, 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 make it, yeah. Whew.
Beast has me reeling.
Yes, we do. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think anything else can really stand up to this other than maybe like it. Divine Beast. Myson, I don't like that you're trying to run from it. Come on, right? Get over here. Let me cut you up a little bit. There you go.
I must abandon this place.
Oh no, this is over. The other areas are just X'd off for no reason?
Not too happy we let them go, but I'd
That's a
say
little
we
odd.
achieved our goal. More or less.
Okay.
Indeed. Though we must report news of the escapees to His Majesty.
Well, that was a deal. I mean, not that I'm complaining.
There we go. Yeah, if only I had like realized, hey, we need to stay together. We defeated a lot of enemies, calm down. I feel like enemies defeated is the biggest BS in this whole game.
Looks like.
I feel like some of them are just so trash, but whatever. She learned a special dance, good job. You can show that to Shamir later. Unless I give her a Merc Whistle, which is, I'll be real, very plausible. I digress though. Although I feel like I still should give it to Ash. He's a good boy.
That's that. Sure made us work for it though.
I love Ash.
And a few still got away. But I think we did pretty well, all things considered. How about you?
I'm a praise
Letting the
Gerald.
drop on them like that really took the wind out of their sails. So while I think we all fought well, Gerald's command was what really brought the wind home.
Hear, hear. There's no way I could have led a motley bunch like this.
Right.
What are you talking about? All of you just ran around out there like chickens with your heads cut off.
We did. I did just kind of run him around.
Handing out praise. I'll take it.
I've not had so thrilling a battle in an age. When will this same group ever take the field again?
Together? Never, because you're not a playable unit.
Maybe never.
Yeah.
You may be right.
Neither is Gustav.
These days I find myself on guard duty in Ferdiad, and you all have plenty going on in your own careers. It is unlikely we'll be together like this again.
I can't help but feel a bit wistful. Once, we shared the same mission during the day and broke bread together at night. But now...
We could do that again, you know. You could come back to the Knights of Seiros.
Only if Captain Gerald does.
We're short-handed as it is, what with the war and all.
I appreciate the invitation, but I left the Order so I might continue to fight alongside Gerald and repay my debt to him. What's more, I've come to enjoy the freedom this lifestyle provides me.
Oh, nice. I'm glad he's happy, actually.
Yeah, the Merc life has its perks for sure.
You sure about this, Alois? If you want to go back, I won't stand in your way.
It almost sounds like you don't need me to do your bidding, and you'd rather bid me a doing.
That's actually really good.
Stop.
No, Shamir, hold on. That one was actually... I'm gonna let him cook on that one. That was good.
Even if this is our last time together, the experience will give us strength on our separate paths. Let us be satisfied with that.
Oh, and when Gerald gets tired of your jokes and kicks you out, we'll still take you back.
Oh, my dear Shamir.
You know, I've got my
Oh,
differences
man.
with the church, so I can't say I miss being a Knight of Seiros. But today was pretty fun. If we ever get this chance again, count me in.
There we go. I'm surprised you didn't invite your child. That would have been easy pickings over here. Alright, in that case, they wanted me to pay, what, 2,000 to have the shop restock? Miss me with that. I mean, I guess we have activity points, but I don't really need them anymore. We've done all the things that we gotta do. So let's just do this. It's chapter time. Let's knock it out. Yeah. Alright, pop that there. Oof.
Your Majesty.
Gonna have to get eye
where
drops
have you
too.
gone?
It is a bad allergy season this year. Where hell is the ball? Look at his dome.
I knew it was a foolish idea to bring her to battle, given her condition.
Duke Ire, my lord, the enemy is advancing from the rear and picking off our units one after the other. It's only a matter of time until they're at our throats. You must flee.
You cannot flee without
What
Edelgard.
does that imbecile of a military minister think he's doing? Tell him to stop them. If we fail to find the Emperor soon...
All searches have turned up nothing so far. It's possible she has been taken by the enemy. But please, you must save yourself at least. We will remain here and continue to seek out Her Majesty.
No, if she is missing, then I am dead.
Yes, I suppose staying here myself would only accomplish my being lost as well. In that case, I shall withdraw to the monastery. My apologies, but I leave the search to you.
Understood.
Farewell.
So she just goes missing? Well, I guess she hides out, I assume.
The last major impediment before us is Count Burgles, perhaps the most fearsome general in all of Fodor.
I gotta get the wheel. I'm gonna give a rousing speech. Actually, I'm gonna lighten the
Let's
mood.
finish this quick, okay? The sooner we win the war, the sooner we can all go home and have a nice big
Wheel.
victory feast.
You're right. Everyone has to make it back safe, so we can throw the biggest party Fargus has ever seen.
It's time to move, everyone. I know you won't let the kingdom down.
Okay. We have 70, so we can actually get all of these, can't we? Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. And we have 10 left over? That's kind of crazy. Alright, let me get the wheel on your screens very quickly. Right here. There we go. So let me do the spin real quick. We have... Please, anyone but Yuritsa, actually. That would... Oh, I shouldn't have opened my big mouth. He's level 33. I even said to myself... Oh, man. Dang. That's the worst spin we've ever gotten. Everyone else is like level 90-something. Oh, Lord. So we need the Death Knight, we need Ignatz, which is great, actually. Even if it's Wrath, it's fine. Ignatz is one of our highest level characters. Oh, man, Death Knight is really the... I shouldn't have opened my big mouth, but oh my gosh. And Balthus. Okay, I mean, all of those are... The other three are fine, but man, the Death Knight is gonna be rough. Change deployment. Yuritsa. Lord have mercy. Can I assign him as an adjutant to a non-playable character? That honestly might be safer. Ignatz and Balthus. So let's get Balthus first, and let's go ahead and grab Ignatz here. Ignatz, I believe, is still...
do my best.
Yeah. So that'd be great. We still have us. I'd like to bring you... I like Felix. Maybe, you know, you can hang out with Felix or something. Okay, we'll bring Ash. At this point, everyone is almost even, so I'm just gonna bring my favorites. Where's Shamir? She can come to the battle. No, I want to bring Lynn, actually. We talked about this. Yeah, whatever. We're fine. Well, what can I do for you? I can give you a better this. May nullify all damage, you'll need it. Level 34. Screw me, I knew. I feel like I'm not gonna go back and do any shenanigans. I also need to take the wheel off of your screens, my bad. That's so bad. That's so very, very bad. Do I have the storehouse? Alright, hear me out. Are they not here? Oh, their HP's already maxed out. Alright. I'm going to do something crazy. So I can't max that out anymore, and that was strength. Just for the funnies, you can have all this magic. Speed, which doesn't really matter. Luck, sure. Defense. I don't know how many of these we had. Oh, not you. Hopefully I had a couple of them. Okay, well. Resistance. Yeah, let's get some of those on, my boy. It doesn't matter if he's 34. It just matters if the stats are good. You know what I'm saying? Any of these by any more defense? Yeah, these are defense, so let's get him some more defense. Let's get his HP up, because right now his HP is okay, actually. Might be close. Yeah, he's maxed out now. I really always forget what Charm does, but sure, he can have some. Luck. Just so he doesn't get like... Oh, Cahterine, I hate that you're right there. Yeah, just get him a whole bunch of luck. What is this? Resistance? Yeah, go ahead and give some of that to him, too. Give him the 50s or something. Thank you. Speed, I don't know if that really matters all that. It doesn't really matter that much in this game, whatever. But get him up into the 60s for speed. He can't get any more strength. He can take some dexterity. At least now, his stats are much better. I may have accidentally made him one of the best units in our army. Like, he's lower strength. Dexterity's comparable. Speed is not really comparable. But that's Ayla we're talking about. Defense is comparable to a lot of people, so I think he might actually be okay to just be okay now. That being said, let me check the convoy and let me see if I can do anything about his skills. You know what the worst part is about this? I'm pretty sure I don't have his Death Knight skill max, and I don't think I have him. Maybe I did do it for... No, I did it for everybody before we got him. So he might not be able to really heal. Sure. I don't need you to get class experience. That, I think, is what we're gonna run with, and let's just hope for the best. Let's hope for the best.
We're going after Duke Ire. Edelgard is likely to be with him.
I must escape, even if it's alone. Quickly, to Garrick Mock.
Quickly, to Garrick Mock. Are these all gatekeepers? Yeah, okay.
Starting the mission. Is that an order?
I'm on it.
I'm on it.
I'll do what I can. We march.
That's not what I wanted to do, but here, the both of you do that.
I'll do my best.
I suppose you can help him.
I'm nervous about this.
And I guess you guys, this is actually a good start.
Number of soldiers with me. Simply
Open
giving
up.
chase will not close the distance. We need to cut off his escape route. Sending a few units ahead via the caves might do the trick.
I gotta send somebody there? I mean, like, what if I just stop him, you know? For real, for real. Like, you, go catch up to him.
I've got this.
A shame I missed the pitched battle. I'm not so fond of fighting at disadvantage.
Like, what's stopping me from just killing him here?
I'm sure of it. Let's keep our wits about us. I've got you now.
What's stopping me from doing that? Does he just not die? No, he's dead.
We're truly done for now.
Right? There was nothing stopping me from doing that, right?
Is there no one who can help us?
Fine, I'll cover you. They won't get through me.
Well, where is Duke Ire? I already killed him, right?
Just time to wreck stuff.
We'll have to take Caspar out if we want to keep moving.
I'm on it. Just leave it to me.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
Bear witness.
Duke Ire cannot be allowed to escape.
I'll do my best.
I have no idea where Linhardt is. He should have been with me, actually.
Oh, if I must. Leave this to me.
I must defeat Caspar with utmost haste.
Starting the mission. Is that an order?
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about this.
Take a breather.
Where's Caspar? Oh, he's behind me. Where did it say Duke Ire was? Because I sure clapped that man. Come on. Oh, well, there's him. That's cool, I guess.
Let's take it for ourselves.
I'll take you all on.
Commencing attack. Follow me.
I can't let you pass. You'll have to get through me first.
Linhardt, are you here?
Doesn't matter how bad I get hurt. Just as long as I can stay on my feet.
Linhardt, say your piece against him.
Fight, Linhardt. Gonna be our last too.
No, we faced off at AOL before. Sorry that I'd want to fight you again like this, though.
Alright, there you go. Now that you said your piece, Linhardt, Caspar, perish.
Edelgard, I'm sorry. I did what I could.
Oh. Well, that's kind of heartbreaking. But we have to keep moving, so.
Not a problem.
We can't actually get through here, which I find interesting.
I've got this.
Also interesting is that you guys didn't keep moving forward.
Just leave it to
Let me take a peek. So those areas are all still blockaded
I'll do
off,
what
which
I
is
can.
unfortunate.
It's worth a shot.
I am going to control this.
Fine. There's no time to waste. Let's go.
Alright, so that's blocked off there. I mean, I guess you can also
Starting
do
the
this.
mission. Is that an order?
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about this.
We will proceed as planned. We must
Sure, this is
strive to
fine.
perform to the best.
You can come up
if I
here
must.
and deal with that.
Leave this to me.
I'll control you, just so we can take this, I guess.
We are now ready to retreat.
We are now ready to retreat. Where are you retreating from this time?
Let me paint you a picture.
Let me paint you a picture is a pretty dope line. I'm actually going to turn into you, because I think an A attack will be enough to take you down. Oh, maybe not. You're still level 50. Never mind. We're good. Where did it say he was? Oh. That's so funny.
Not a problem.
You gotta stop spawning where I am.
Your Excellency, the ballista are ready to fire. That might buy us a small amount of time.
You're gonna need more than a small amount of time. So that's where the ballista is.
I think this will go well.
I mean, I guess you can do this.
I'm prepared to see this through.
I'll do what I
Felix,
can.
you're not really doing anything right now.
It's worth.
Our path is effectively blocked. We need to disable those ballistas.
Well, he's gone again, so I don't know what to tell you.
From bad to worse. Very well. I'll go buy some time.
Utterly exhausted. Someone relieve.
Someone relieve. Good job. Oh, you made it to 100. Good job.
That's it?
Yeah, I was gonna say you're already pretty maxed out on everything.
I'm on it. No charge.
Wait.
Just leave it to me.
Linhardt, you go fight him, actually.
Oh, if I must.
That's hilarious. Oh, if I must.
Is that
I'm gonna go control you for a second.
Let me show you the prowess of House Burgleys. Come and try me if you don't value your lives.
Where is he? I'm gonna wait for Linhardt to get there. Just cause, you know. Oh, you're right here. That's funny. Do we have a path there yet? No. I mean, if we beat him, we might. I'll turn into...
My turn.
The Minister of Military Affairs himself stands before us now.
Gonna die here.
Very well then. We will just have to take him down.
We have to take him out now. If we aren't quick about it, Duke Ayer's going to get away.
Well, where's Duke Ayer? I already did that. Right?
I believe Leopold needs help. I'll leave this to you.
Wait, he retreated? That's crazy. Oh, he's over here. Hey, Linhardt, I'm so sorry.
Oh, if I must.
I need you to come all the way over here.
Leave.
I'm aware you don't need any help. But at
Oh,
least
well, you're not gonna come over here. I'm sorry.
a wise man is ever ready.
At least let me heal you.
Who asked you? Now I really can't settle for anything less than victory.
Is he alive?
I've got you now.
I thought I accidentally killed him. Are they fired up? I thought I accidentally killed him.
Suppose good manners dictate that we repaid him in kind.
Did he go back? I have no idea. Well, this guy is almost dead. Here, I'm gonna do this real quick.
I'll charge them head on.
Things are not unfolding quite in our favor.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought I accidentally murdered you or something.
Any
This is
last
fine.
words? I shall receive them in place of the goddess.
Hey, Burgleys. Where's Linhardt? I mean, you can still come down here, I guess.
If I must. Leave this.
There we go. Good job, you two. You two also get him.
Prepared to see this.
Although we have
Do what I
Ash,
can.
don't we?
It's
So if
worth
there's
a
a chest
shot.
on this map, we can just go and get it now. Yeah, there is. Ash, where are you? Ash, you're here?
I'll
Great.
do my best.
Go open this chest.
move.
You're actually
Starting
busted
mission.
now, accidentally,
Is
whoops,
that
at level 34. Are you doing okay against these guys? Yeah, it looks like it actually.
Take a breather.
Who's in trouble, Baltus? How in trouble are you? I mean, you're a half, huh? You're fine. Like, I could just go, oh.
Now we can keep moving.
The advisor retreated.
You're doing well. I might even be in danger.
You're doing well, I might even be in danger. It's crazy. Oh, that's bad.
Gives our soldiers the courage to fight on.
Oh, that wasn't the bishop that I was fighting. That's so funny. I was like, isn't the bishop just about dead at this point? Good job. Baltus, we're gonna get you some experience after this. Oh, so you actually can come down here. Okay, yeah, I should do this now.
Just leave it to me. Starting the mission. Is that an order?
Yeah, y'all go down there. I will. I still kind of want to wait for Lenhart to finish it. Maybe he can do it.
Great. The path is clear. Let's go block off his exit route. Keep your eyes on.
It is time. I see they're working into the bone, boy. Of course they are. You're weak.
I certainly wouldn't go up against you this many times by choice, if that's what you mean.
Stand, coward.
Stand, coward. Yo, his giant scythe is kind of cool.
Smash that stronghold into rubble.
Oh, Lenhart also got his dialogue in with him, so.
I've got this. My turn.
I guess we just finish this and then walk over here. I'll use Manuela's skill to finish this off.
We are cut off from escape. Now we must summon it.
We must summon everything to defeat them. Alright, ooh, actually, I can't go there to defeat him, but I can come here. And I guess you can also come there.
Leave this to me.
Starting the mission. Is that... I'm on it. No, just leave it to me.
Are you doing okay up here?
I'll do
Yeah,
it.
sure, that's
I'm a little nervous about this.
Look at all of them up here, just kind of just vibing.
Everything we have to defeat them. Go. We cannot falter here if the Empire is to survive.
Was somebody in trouble? Are you in trouble? Sure, hope not. No, you're in trouble. Kind of.
We must strive to perform to the best of the...
Finally, someone capable of bringing me to my knees. I shall...
What is that?
I've got you now.
Did you say, what is that?
The Empire cannot afford your death. My apologies, but I'm...
My apologies, but I'm...
Oh, ancestors of Adrastia, and your majesty, our empire is doomed.
Yeah, it was doomed ever since Edelgard got puppetized. Oh, that's the end of the map, actually. I can't attack anymore. We win. Big W. Dugard died over here. Hold on, let me dance on his grave a little bit.
Managed to defeat
Oh, I haven't seen Edelgard. I'm sure she'll be alright. Oh, we got the yes! Love to see it. Amalthea. That sounds familiar. He just yelled it, actually. Level 100. Yeah, I was gonna say, she's... Hey, the Death Knight did okay. This is quite fascinating. Let me see what this does, actually. Cressus, the fish, boosts all healing effects if the wielder bears the matching crest. Alright, well, nobody's going to be using that because we got a whole bunch of dancers, but it is what it is. Alright, great. Fantastic. We have some funds again, which is great, because we haven't had them for a minute.
Not a trace of the Emperor in sight. She and Duke Ire must not be together.
In any case, she's certainly not here.
By now, the Knights of Seiros should be making their final approach on Garreg Mach. Perhaps we should join them, and focus on reclaiming the monastery before anything else.
No, let's keep looking. Sometimes the person you're looking for is hiding right under your nose the whole time.
Your words hold some truth to them. Very well. We'll split off into groups and search for her all at once.
Okay, certainly you're not going to put me and Nightwing together, right?
I'm gonna go check the path up to the monastery. You wanna come with?
Uh-oh.
Of course.
Uh-oh.
Then we will divide our efforts and search both to the east and west. Good luck.
Well, that's not good, leaving us alone together. Usually when that happens on the good route, I try to murder Nightwing.
There's no sign of them. What's wrong?
Oh, nothing.
Darn it, Arval! I thought we were past this.
The time has finally come.
Well, we know what this is about. I guess next time we'll see if there's anything different about this.
Azure Gleam. The hour of vengeance.
Oh my gosh, what? I've never seen this happen before. Although, Edelgard being missing is a little strange.
I've waited for this day. The day that I kill you!
Do I have to spin the wheel for this? Or do they force me to use characters?
Run away while you can.
I did always think that was a nice contrast. I like that a lot.
Free to try, but you won't get away from me that easily. I'll carve out your monstrous heart and put an end to the beast dwelling within. Your destruction is everything I've ever fought for.
Yeah, once again, I always thought that that was a nice little contrast. The stopping before the death saying, run while you still can.
The two of them have yet to return.
They've sent no word back either. They may have been ambushed by Imperial stragglers.
Your Majesty, I bear troubling news from one of our scouting units.
What could have happened?
A squadron of mages has been spotted laying in ambush in the forest ahead. They surely hope to obstruct our march.
I can only assume they're what's left of the ones we faced in Aelel.
It's difficult to say. But given the situation, there's a high probability the search party we sent out to find the Emperor has been attacked.
Okay.
No. We must hurry, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, we've confirmed the locations of the Commander and the Ashen Demon, but they're locked in heated combat. Not only that, but it appears as though the Commander's the one who instigated it.
What?
Right?
We should be off. The situation is one we must attend to ourselves.
You almost make it sound like you expected this.
Our mercenary friend feared a time would come when they turned their blade on us. They've worried for many moons now that one day they may end up like Cornelia or Mycen, losing control, transforming, and attacking their friends, that is. I promised I would put them down if such events came to pass.
Those were the words that were said. Felix was like, crap.
We should embark at once, Your Majesty. There's not a moment to waste.
Yes. I suggest we steel ourselves for the worst.
More blood on Dimitri's hands. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, so defeat Ayla. Yes. Man, I'm glad. I will be spinning the wheel again next time, but this is perfect because I can just go and do this very quickly tomorrow because I know exactly what to expect. Maybe we'll do something extra fun for this one. I'm not sure because it's our last time around, so you know maybe we'll have a little fun with it. Until next time, I'm taking off. Toodaloo Flight Crew. Thank you for watching.